all right. There you go. There we go. Here we go. Here you are at the Good Godfather channel stream today. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all the good stuff that helps hack that algorithm. I'm making sure my camera is actually going to work for this setup here. Today, we are playing with some toys we got on the desk. I gotta fix that upside down, isn't it? There you go. This is the Digitech Vocalist Live 5. This is the M-Vave Tank G. Together, they form an alliance of sounds. We're gonna play around with these sounds here today and just see about getting some presets up. You know what I mean, Vern? But in the meantime, before we get to that, first we talk about how you can support the stream. Make sure to go over to goodgodfather.co. Bring up the link. Gotta get the obligatory. But before you do that, please go and check the GoFundMe link in the comment section here, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well and support my friend's daughter Faith. Real hard time. Praying for them, and they could really use some help. So we've set up a GoFundMe for that. Checking some. Working. It timed out. Timed out. On X, it timed out. You can't do the scheduled streams. Dude. It's stupid. All right, we'll just set quick. Something with X and scheduled streams doesn't work. All right. Hello? Hello. Turn on the preamp here. Gain on it. That is what you're hearing right now, whatever the default setting is for this thing. Let me bring it up on the monitor so I can actually hear what's going on. Yeah. Lots of verb on it. I think I have to tell it to turn off. There we go. So this thing already you can tell mess with the guitar stuff because mod feedback. Okay, so that's like some kind of mod effect for the guitar there. So I actually have the M-Vave patched right into the Vocalist Live 5, and then the Live 5 goes into the system here. I'm gonna have to fix I just pull a little more gain out of it. That'll work better. Got the noise gate on this thing dialed in. tried to finish up this pot pie before I got started, but I couldn't do it. All right. I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to have to put on the headphones. This thing is going to feed back. So we'll plug in the headphones. Hello, 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 governor. Hello, governor. Shout out Zach Galifianakis on that one. Hello, governor. Let's go ahead and take a look at that reference. But first, before we get to that reference, let's take a look at this website. Dropping that in the chat. Kaboom. And I'm getting better at getting these streams set up and started. And like, you know, whenever they don't work quite right, getting them to like work right. To you know, the downtime is a lot shorter. So I'm getting used to the habit. X, man. X is just pain. For some reason, YouTube wasn't enabled on my stream today, so that threw a wrench in some plans there, but it's okay. It's okay. But I'm not hearing anything here. Is it this one? Oh, yeah, there we go. Holla at ya, boy. It gets really noisy in the background because I got this fan on. I could probably turn this off. Takes a while for it to actually shut off. Okay, so sounds like we still have like a little bit of echo on that. There it goes. Now it's off. Maybe it's on an echo. Hello. 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 Auto harmony, pretty cool. You can set the level. Anyway. Faith, struggling in the hospital, please go support them. Donate in the GoFundMe link, which is also pinned to the top of my X page. Also go to goodgodfather.co, sign up on the email list there, be in touch with us, and you can go listen to all of our songs by clicking the listen link at the top. Check out our link tree, all the links over there. We also got some blog posting and things like that. Check out the links at the top of the menu. If you're interested in booking us, you can take a look at our EPK. Here's a Reverb Nation EPK, then our Sonic Bids EPK. Most everything on there is on our website. And plus a booking link there at the top of the page. You can book us today. Definitely a big support there. Also, we have some subscription models. Online shop, goodgodfather.gumroad.com. We got some. Hey, the heck? You know, this has done this before. goodgodfather.gumroad.com. I don't know why the link tree does that, or like, I think it's because it does the www dot. For some reason, it doesn't like that. Try not to get right up on the mic. I don't need to be that close to the mic. Also, a Patreon style website where you can actually support with crypto over at back.by/goodgodfather. Which operates on the Polygon network. Also, you can donate right to our PayPal. You can subscribe on our Patreon, where we're uploading a lot of exclusive content, including songs from past bands I've been in, and new songs that are in the work right here. This one. You can't hear that, but this is the one that we're going to be working on really next. Okay, so check out all the links. Take a look at the merch. Buy, pre-order our upcoming vinyl. I Pray You. Been working on it pretty much since I started this project, 10 years now. So we'll see if it ever gets finished. You know, can't really finish something if it doesn't have any support. And I've given up on the whole idea that I'm gonna just like throw a bunch of resources at something that nobody really cares about. You know, I'm only gonna throw resources at things that people care about. And so the cheapest, easiest thing to do is live streams. So that's what I'm doing. Here, I want to hear the monitor right from the board here. Check. Yeah, it's very dry right here. Right out of the device. Okay, so before we do the Digitech, we're going to go right to this, and we're just going to start going through the presets. Not necessarily the presets. We're going to look at just kind of all the sounds that it can do. Really wanted to take a look at the amp modeling and what the models are, and just sort of noodle around with them for a bit. So we're going to plug this one in and get it dialed in. And hopefully I can get darn camera stand to get in the position it should be in. There we go. All right. So last night we spent some time working on these basically getting used to the layout of it, all the different banks and the effects. We did basically we dialed in a preset for what will be my live sound, mainly just using the delay and reverb on the effects loop out of my Black Star. But then I also found that the chorus on this thing gets really flange. It's like a chorus flange, and boy does it flange. I love flange. I want to start a fan club for flange. Let's hear the clean tone here. So that's totally dry, no effect. Let's get it tuned up. So it's got a reverb on it. That must be just from right here. Yeah. Now it's totally dry. So, that being the case, I'm gonna go get my little piece of paper, and then we'll start looking what check. Yeah. Get some good compression on that. Yeah. Check. Let me do that. I'll be right back. All right. What we got here? I get stuck or something? Stuck or something? Nope. Okay. I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Nope. Okay. I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Nope. Oh yeah, models. All right, here we go. What am I looking for? Let's start going through it. All right, we'll see the ant models. I mean, that's kind of the most. That's the thing we didn't really spend as much time on yesterday. All right, we'll see. So let's hear them. We didn't really spend as much time on yesterday. So let's hear them. We didn't really spend much time on yesterday. I am now in live mode, but first I want to make sure I'm in the right preset. I want to go. I'll just do preset 2. I want to make sure I'm in the right preset. Go to live mode. There, preset 2, and go to live mode. There. Start with the cat. Yeah, we'll do it just one at a time. We'll start with. There. Start with the cat. I don't really want the noise gate on. Just one at a time. We'll start with. There. Start with the cat. I don't really want the noise gate on. Just one at a time. We'll start with. There. Start with the cat. I don't really want the noise. So here we have the amp model is a AC30HW normal. And the cab is an VHT Deliverance 412 cab. 412 cab. 412 cab. I think my guitar's still adjusting. There we go. Typical 3-band EQ here, bass mid treb, and the gain of EQ here. Obviously this can be super clean, so that's all the way EQ here on that one. Pretty good. Let's play around with the cabinets on this one. We're just gonna kind of go through all of the different amp cabinet combinations. So that one is the VHT Deliverance. This says experimental, which I don't. It's got some beefy low end. Electro voice. A little less on the. Boogie. Nice and full. That's definitely got that Mesa Boogie sound. That's definitely got that. Looking for that. What's that Creed riff? I can't think of what it is. What's that? Something like that. The news today, seeing my life. Something like that. It's gonna change my life. I have to hear it again, but yeah, it's got that vibe. Mesa Boogie, that's a good combination there. That one for clean tone. Fender Champ. Yeah, that's got that jangly jang. I suppose I can kind of scoot this over and maybe I can get a little more in the shot. You probably want to see more of my guitar than just this table of nothing that's happening, but whatever. It's all about the sound right now. Speaking less, let's check the sound. It's all about the sound right now. Speaking. Oh, you're hearing a major. You're totally hearing an echo right now. course you are. Let's go back over here. There you go. Yeah, sounds great. Yep, that's pretty much what it sounds like right out of the box, so. That's what you're hearing. Okay. Back to business. Fender Princeton Jr. 110. Marshall Cab, 1960 V30, so vintage 30s, I suppose. I would suppose. I'm going to compare that to the Mesa Boogie, which is number 4. So I'm at 7654. It's got more of like a mid-range tone on it. It's got that fat low end, that fat beefy Mesa Boogie low end. Let's compare that to the Diesel, also V30. Scooped out that mid-range. Okay. Man, that sounds good. Right on. Just got approved to join the Ben Luigi committee community. What's up? Yo. Thank you. All right, moving right along. That is an AC30 HW normal. According to M-Vave, which I don't know anything for how they develop their models. There's a 65 twin reverb. Dang! Whoa. Wow. I mean, it's got that sound. I had a Univox U320 APV, and it was a big deal because it was like my first tube amp, all tube amp. So it was one of those things like, oh, you know, tube distortion, like the kind of distortion you want is tube distortion, right? You don't want some lame, weak, solid state distortion. That's for losers. You want the stuff that's tube. So it's like, okay, how does distortion work? Well, you just turn it up, you crank it all the way up. That's what this sounds like. I mean, that's pretty right on. That's on the Diesel Vintage 30s. It's a Marshall. But there is something about this like guttural about it. I like that a lot. Princeton Junior 110. Wow. Dude, I'm loving that. Something going on in that treble end that's nuts. That's what you rolled off. Heavy mids. Scoops. Treble back up here. Cleaning it up. I don't even know what cab that is. That's still Marshall. No, that was a Princeton. Here's the Champ. Super mid-range Chevy. This would blow those speakers up. You'd have to get a totally different. Voice 210s. vintage right there. Whatever experimental 412 is. That'd be great for layering. This stuff is great for layering. That's why these kinds of tools are so much fun. It's really burny. Can't think of a better term for it. Burny. It's got a burn to it. That's pretty. Fender Twin Reverb's basically a Bassman 100 watt. So when you're breaking up a twin, you're breaking up the power stage, which that's the thing everybody is always you want to have the breakup in the power stage. Well, there is something about it that it's just like. There's a lot of movement to it. I like. I'm not a big Kirk Hammett fan. I'm gonna be real with you. Man, no offense, Kirk Hammett. But something I do like is his concept on tone. So you want it to be more percussive. Especially with that kind of metal. You don't necessarily need it to be super ridiculously high gain, but that's where we get to the Bogners next. Boom. Bogner Shiva on the VHT Deliverance 412 cab. VHT. Next is the Experimental. I always get that riff mixed up with the Dokken riff. It's got that like metal zone sound. Electro Voice 210s. Not so bright on the highs. Got more of a buzzy. Doesn't quite have it there, but that was the 210 Electro Voices that makes a boogie. This one's kind of really muddy. Doesn't have the clarity that I like. I like to hear. That's Fender Chan. Super mid-rangey. Sometimes you awake to feel the pressures and funk of the world collapsing in on you, and then you rediscover your inner diva. True. From Jay Dyer. Thanks, Jay. Okay, I'm gonna close those out. Maybe those. Metal tone right there. There it is. That's totally the zone. I've been trying to learn that bleed song. Okay, and last one on this, the diesel. On the high end. Like a fizzy tone. That's a diesel vintage 30s on that one. And next, Bogner 32 Marshall JTM 45 OD overdrive. Heck yeah. Marshall vintage surgery. Princeton Jr. That sounds very similar to this is a little more mid-range heavy. Fender 65. Fender Champ 1.8. Gosh, that sounds great. this guitar. Really need to get it set up. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so all is well. Thank you for coming to my stream here. That sounds like that crazy out of control, like... This must be like whatever cabinet model they decided to just throw in there. That was like their own clever design, whatever. Sounds pretty good though. It's 412 cabinet. It's got that Marshall thingy. Now it's out of tune again, so I just bent all those notes out of place. All right. Oh man, that's experimental and last one, VHT deliverance on GTM 45. All right. Plexi 100, so it should be pretty kind of similar to the JDM 45, I would imagine, but nope. There it is. It's a lot bigger. That sounds meaty. SVHD Deliverance, this is experimental. Nice 80s tone. That's got that percussive thing going on. So that's experimental. Liking that cab. Electro voice. You can tell when I like something, so I start to get lost in the tone of it. This is kind of the point. Champ 1-8. Marshall 1960 V30 412. Something that I really look for in these kind of Jace Marshall tones is something that's going to replicate the tone from Staying Inside Your Love. Let's hear that real quick. Noise gate on that, so you're not worried about it. I don't know why this keeps dropping frames. I'll have to figure it out eventually. That was as much as I could play before getting a copyright strike, but see if I can find it. It's basically what I'm hunting for. I mean, that's pretty close, right? This is the Diesel 30. Let's do the vintage, Marshall vintage 30. This is Diesel 30. Close. Junior Champ. Mace Boogie. Mace Boogie's just got no. It's so. I don't know, mid-scooped, I guess. It's not quite an electric voice. That's a really great tone. Never gonna forget that. Okay, let's just jump to the JCM 800, which I mean, it's been kind of weird to see how much the Marshalls are different. I don't know how much that plays out like in real life. Nothing is ever the same in real life compared to these DSPs, but whatever. So there's the JCM 800. Here's the Black C 100. JCM. A lot more gain. So far, I can't tell what I like more. I mean, everything is so different, I guess, you know. Super mid-range Fender channel. Princeton. That was the Princeton Tree. This is the 1960. Very chuggy, very chug-a-luggy. Diesel Winchester, yeah, like that. I haven't been a super fan of the Diesel Winchester recap. I think that's because it's like a more modern cab and works with a little more modern sounding amp. That sounds great. Next is the EVH, Eddie Van Halen 5150 lead. Not much different. It's hard to tell which thing I'm working with. Obviously the EVH, tons more high-end. I think that's what we've been on this whole time. Is difference between the Engel and the 5150. Powerball E645/2. There's not much difference at all. More mid-range, I guess, on the EVH. There's Mace Boogie. the angle. More punchy on the EH. But they're both pretty close. Let's go to the Marshall cabinet. 60. That's the angle deviation. Oh my god, they're like the exact same. It's hard to tell. I can't even tell. You can only really tell the difference in the diesel cabinet So let's go. Let's get that one. Let's go to the next boogie. I'm noticing a theme here that. Yeah, there's just. I think there's just a little more clarity mid-range on the inhale. Angle's got a little more of a scoop. Let's take it down to the VHT cabinet, or the experimental. There's something like, I think, in the 1K range there with the that sets the 5150 apart. Mesa Boogie, last one. It's so like. chant. Obligatory Fender chant. Obligatory Princeton Jr. $1960 vintage. Something about that sound I really like. I think this is kind of the preset I ended up dialing in, like just being like, yeah, that's the sound. After spending some time kind of playing with this, but not as much on the low end. A little more than NAD, this Les Paul sounds with this. Great, and there you go. So now we know, after talking about it last night, that if you like that setting, which I believe I'm in the live setting, so I can just slap that on a bank. I'm gonna go bank up to, well, I might as well just do bank 2, save it on A. Now it's saved on A. Now I can switch over to preset. Hit A, now we're ready to go. All right, that's enough gooey taro. Maybe a couple sweeps. Flange on That sounds so good. All right. Okay, let's hang this up. Set that down for now. Take a little guitar break there. Woo! That is the M-Vave Tank G. Now you know what she can do. Pretty impressive little box for less than $100, I think. The only thing it doesn't have that would be cool if it did have, hey, is a stomp box option in front of that, like the model different distortion pedals, but that's okay. You know, you just get pedals and you put them in front. And that's why I like using that in my effects loop. And it charges on a battery here. This runs on a little, it charges on a USB-C right there. And I don't even have to have this plugged into anything. I just have a guitar plugged into it and it'll go. I can connect it to by Bluetooth and, you know, listen to a song and jam along or whatever. It's a cool device. Have headphones plugged right into it. And there's a little output jack there to plug into your phone to, you know, to line into a phone and record that. I don't use that part. That's not something I'm particularly interested in, but it's very diverse. I think they've got a lot of little boxes like this. It's just cool. They're cool. This thing's cool. So is this thing. This is from Digitech. This is like vintage, really. I don't know when this came out. Let's see if there's like a year on it. Doesn't say here. Made in China, though. All right. Start playing around with presets on this thing. So this is just, I don't think when the effect is on that the compression is engaged. That's compression off. Well, the effect is off. So obviously I can't hear the compression right now, but if I turn it on, there it is. Soft compressor, you got soft, softer, and hard compression on my, I just leave it always on hard. 2 or 3, let's do 2.5 ratio. Threshold rate. I think this is like your attack, basically. Then there's noise gate there. 60, 70 seems to be about the sweet spot. Preamp, you got basically just 2 options: tube or harsh. Bypass, tube or harsh. There's tube. This I don't think is engaged at all without the effect on. So if I press it again, It's not until I have it turned on like that you actually hear the preamp. But it's cool to know the compression at least works without it. And you have, for each preset, an A/B option. So let's just start with like a simple dry tone. This is 100% dry except for the compression, no reverb. Obviously the knobs don't do anything when none of the effects are engaged. So let's see, let's turn this back on. Check. Let's mess around with the gain on the preamp. So that's all the way up on the tube, I think. That's the tube. No de-esser, not really interested in that. Band resonance is what that is. So depending on the band that you have selected, I think that's just like a filter. Check. Here, let's turn the resonance all the way up. Around. Check. So yeah, there you can like pick a certain spot to resonate at. It's almost like a bell pass curve. That's pretty cool there. Almost like an EQ before it even hits EQ. Check. Cleans it up quite a bit. All right, so that's the preamp. You can hear like the harmonic there in the preamp. If I bring it, that's 0 right there. The more I bring it, so this is the tube. Check. I really can't hear that. I was doing really much of anything myself. But if you hit it on the harsh, obviously super distorted. Check. Now we're talking like, wow. We don't need it to hit that hard, so we're just going for a clean sound, cut off, low, high pass, high pass filter, bass. How low can you go? I don't know how much I can hear this really doing much of anything. Hello. Mid EQ, obviously that's pretty strong EQ right there. Check. Oh, and you can select your filter. Hi ho. It's off to work we go. Doom. Hi ho. Treble. Okay, EQ sounds pretty good. It's got a pitch correct in there. I don't really want that there right now. I do think that I want a little, it sounds like that is kind of hitting pretty hard. So I don't have the gain on the input of this quite so high, but I imagine if I turned it up a lot higher and then I cranked up the gain on that tube preamp, that would, no, not really do anything there still. I'm sure there's like some kind of weird harmonic texture going on there, but I don't hear it. That's that. Play with harmony. Harmony. I don't know what this music IQ thing is. I think it's where it's like automatically figuring out whatever your pitch is. I don't know. I have to look into that. I haven't really looked very closely at it. I think though on this, well, I guess I just do want it dry. Check. Okay, so this is that's unaffected, and that's affected. So that's 100% dry. Except with compression, no EQ, no preamp, and there's the preamp. Reverb, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different reverbs there. And you select your style. So this is a studio reverb, your level, amount of reverb, basically your mix, and the tone, which I think it's like, it's not a huge range there, but and then there's pre-delay. There's your decay there. So if you want a really quick reverb like that, that's kind of more what I'm looking for, like a room reverb, just to fill things out. And then that's pretty much it. You can do some delay things, but right now. So what do we got? We have mono, just straight. Alt. So we got back and forth there. Alt 2, 3, 4. Okay. So these are all different delay times, and you can adjust them. Dampening. Time. I really just want kind of like a quick doubling delay, not to be super distracting, but just to kind of fill out the sound. There's feedback. Drop the feedback real low. And I'm trying to build basically like that's a pretty good sound. That's going to sound much different than actually through the system. Check. Wow. Super hot in the system here. That's really noisy. That's okay, check. Check. Let's hear the preamp gain. That's all the way down. That's all the way up. might be my gain. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Check. Check. That's better. Yeah, still not hearing any difference at all, no matter what I do with the pre-gain on this. I don't understand what I'm supposed to hear that's any different. Check. Yeah, imagine I store to alt harmony. So now if I change preset, I should be able to hear the same thing. Hello? 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 The third below harmonic there. The bells of Moria. Yeah, let's go back to the other pre. And we're right back where we started. Now, yeah, that's pretty much where I left it. Although I'm not loving this EQ, it's kind of thin. I think that has to do with this. Hello. 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 That's better. You stupid trads complain too much. Pope Leo puts great bishops in. Pope Leo appoints bishop who celebrated Pride Mass and promoted LGBTQ agenda. Yeah. This Pope Respecter clown, dude, what a goofball. I just can't believe his takes. All right. So we know how to store. So now we can switch over to B here, which is a little fuller. And we'll leave the same setting there on the preamp. And looks like, there we go. Okay. Noise gates, man. So we got a number of settings here with harmony, and I don't know what each one of them means. 8, is it octaves? Harmony balance. It's 250. Music alt. I don't know what that means. VST gospel. So we got different like voices you can select from. Drunk. That sounds nuts. Oh man, what a night I had. Oh gee. Virtual style, V style. Guys, drunk. Guys. Let's just set that up to 50. Mixed. This is mixed. I'm going to turn that all the way up so that we can hear what's going on. Music. Time. Time punch, onset, gospel, mixed, gals. Hello, gals. So AD, I don't know if that means like octaves or something. Hello. So that's like a pitch up. Thirds. 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 Fifths. Fifths. You must mean so like it makes it sound like you got you had what's this stuff called? Helium? You had a helium balloon? That's definitely a very feminine voice there. Gals, I still have it on gals. Dude. Okay, so D is down. U is up. So I should be able to hear the difference between each setting now. Yeah. This one's guys. This is drunk. This is gals. This is mixed. All right. Octave down, or this is a fifth down and a third down. This one is probably going to be the more suitable one, just in general. Fifths are easy to work with, and especially with music like mine that's not really, doesn't stick to a tonic all that much. This just says you and you twice, which I mean, I imagine means up, but I don't really hear anything going on. Yeah. 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 I'm the man in the box. Buried in. Let's change this actually to. This is on a stereo setting on my device, so I gotta change this to stereo. That'll do. You should be able to hear it on both sides. Okay, yeah, there we go. Much better. Thirds. Let's what is this one to mixed? So look at that. Okay, 32 different options. That's a lot. There's all thirds. Thirds up, thirds down. Fifth and thirds, up and down. Variation. All right, so that's a harmony. It does everything. I like this kind of roomy delay we got going on here. It's pretty cool. And so that's hello? Yeah. I must be cutting off on this noise gate. Down to 70. Ow. ow. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. So this is something I'm noticing, though, is that the reverb doesn't shut off with the effect. It's got a tuner. If I hold it down, it's got a tuner. Look at that. That's pretty killer. Let's see here. I think I can rename this. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Oh, well. Yeah. 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 Let me think here. Almost 3 o'clock. Just trying to think of what I want to be. So we got dry, we got A, we got affected A, which is sort of like quick slap back, sort of a room, reverb, and I wish I could rename this. And I can like adjust the key and stuff on the harmony and everything, which I can do in more detail as I'm actually working on a song and building all that out. I would probably end up doing that in just like on the fly scenario as I'm in rehearsal or recording or what have you. Okay, so that's on, affected, that's off, that's dry. Affected, sort of a rock and roll slap back. And then B, a little bigger of a reverb, but I think I want a little more tail on it. Tail. That's way too much. More like that. That. That's course, stadium, hall, club, studio. I don't really hear all that much of a difference one to the other. Probably also want a little more of an echo delay thing going on. But really subtle, not crazy. Yeah. Put a little more tail on it. Yeah. More time. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, you're gonna be the one when I tell you how it's gonna be when you don't know me anymore. How's it gonna be? Slightly more feedback. No, that's not what I want. No. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I mean, so that gives you like 3 different layers there. Here, I store that. Or 2. Okay. Here's patch 1. No effect. 1A, 1B. So now we can go to the next preset. And here, I want things to get a little dirtier. We're going up in aggression. Gonna go to full harsh, but we don't want it to be insanely dirty. Just a little grit. Don't need this like resonating thing going on. Don't need that. Compression, yes, please. Really light gate on that. Don't need that much gate. Club. In the club. In the club. Delay. 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 Oh, I see. It's doing. I don't know what it's doing. How's it gonna be when you don't know me anymore? How's it gonna be? How's it gonna be? I want to store this. I want to go back to this one and no, I don't. I want to go to this one. How much did that change really? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Not a whole lot. They're almost exactly the same. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add this one. I just want Granny, Grandma. This is what I want. I really just want this VMod bit. Grandma. I don't necessarily have to have the personality on it, but I could just mess with the chorus is really all I'm after here. Check. Check. Let's go back. Let's read the. So this is my attempt at the Peter Still sound. In her place, 100 candles burning. A salty sweat drops from her breast. Her hips move, but I can feel what they're saying. Swaying. They say a beast inside of me is gonna get you, yeah. Bow down, down, down. Okay. That's all for today. Let me store this and we'll call it good. Thanks for everybody playing.